Nobody recognized me. Not one person. I spent nearly half an hour introducing myself without revealing who I was. People asked where I had gone to school. Some assumed I was someone's spouse. A few women even started conversations and asked what I did for work. One of them actually said, "I definitely would have remembered someone who looked like you if we went to school together." Meanwhile, I overheard people asking if Professor Potato had shown up yet, and wondering what happened to him after graduation. Then across the room I saw Emma. The moment I spotted her, all the other conversations seemed to fade away. Part 3. She looked amazing. Older, obviously, but still the same kind and beautiful person I remembered. I walked over and said hello. She looked at me politely at first, then her eyes widened. After a few seconds, she said my name. When I nodded, she immediately hugged me. We spent the next couple of hours catching up on everything we'd missed. College, careers, family, and life in general. It felt strangely natural, like we had simply picked up where we left off. Eventually, a group of former classmates joined us. One of them jokingly asked Emma if she'd met the new guy yet. She laughed and casually replied, "You mean Professor Potato?" The reaction was instant. The entire group froze. One person said, "No way." Another insisted she had to be joking. Within minutes, word spread throughout the reunion. People who hadn't spoken to me in years suddenly wanted to talk. Some were genuinely happy for me. Others looked embarrassed. A few apologized for things they'd said back in high school. Even the girl who had laughed at me in the cafeteria came over and tried to start a conversation. It was surreal watching people struggle to connect the confident man standing in front of them with the kid they used to mock. After the reunion, Emma and I started talking regularly. Then we started meeting for coffee. Coffee turned into dinners, dinners turned into dates, and before long we were spending most of our free time together. Several months into our relationship, she finally admitted something she'd never told me in high school. She'd had a crush on me for years. Every time I talked about another girl, she felt jealous, but she was too shy and insecure to say anything because she assumed I wouldn't see her that way. I couldn't stop laughing when she told me. The one person who had always believed in me, defended me, and treated me with kindness was the one person I'd completely overlooked because my self-esteem was so low. Today, Emma and I are together, and sometimes we joke about how differently things could have turned out. The funny thing is that the best part of this story isn't the money, the business, or even walking into that reunion and shocking everyone. The best part is realizing that the one person who saw value in me when nobody else did was the one person I was meant to find again. And as for Professor Potato, nobody calls me that anymore except Emma occasionally just to make me roll my eyes.